this is part one of all the weird and wonderful things you can Tjhoko. We are going to show you what crazy stuff you can paint with Tjhoko paint. And with me today, I have a skateboarder, Hayes. He's going to teach me the ins and outs of skateboarding, and we are going to transform his skateboards with Tjhoko paint. Hayes, welcome.
Hi there, Nadine.
I don't have a clue. I can hardly ride a bike, so I don't know anything about skateboarding. Tell me what you do and how you do it and what we're going to paint.
Well, hopefully we can get you to be skating. Yeah, I've been skating for about 7, going on 8 years now. And I mean, there's so many life lessons and whatnot you can learn from skateboarding. I can get very metaphorical right now, but it's pretty extreme. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, great. So what do you want me to assist you with in transforming your skateboard? Explain to me what parts there are and what we can paint.
Well, I think to start off, let's make sure we know all the components of a skateboard. So this is your beautiful skateboard you've gotten from us. Well,
Toys
starting
R Us.
off, hey, from Toys R Us, we call this a Walmart skateboard. It's clearly different to our others, but starting off we have what we call the deck, which is the actual skateboard. This is the piece of wood that we call the deck. Normally on top of it we have grip tape, which helps with the friction of doing tricks and olling and nolling and all of the terminology of the tricks. Yeah. Then we have what our wheels are mounted on, which is what we call the trucks, these green thingamabobs over here. This helps you turn. So when you lean forward or back, you would turn either right or left. Depending on how loose your trucks are, they would help you turn easier, or it would be stiffer.
So I think that one we keep for last.
Are we going to do this last?
Yeah.
All right.
I've got something messy up my sleeve for that one. Okay, let's start with yours.
Are we going to do this one first?
Yeah.
All right.
You are seeing that I'm also going to be
space.
taught how to skateboard. I'm going to teach you how to paint.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
Okay,
So the
a win-win.
first important step when working with Tjhoko paint is to make sure that our surface is grease-free, oil-free and clean for some lacquer thinners. So I'm just using a thick cloth so I make sure it doesn't reach my skin. Honestly, a very important tip. We don't want wax or oil on the surface before we start painting. But you can see it's coming clean. Hayes,
Yeah.
I think just to make everything 100%, prepare it because I know there's a lot of wax on here.
Yeah, I wax my board every session.
I'm just going to lightly give a sand over these sections where I can see some of the wax still sitting.
All right.
And just make sure that it's 100% free from oil before I start painting. We are ready for the paint work to start. So in general, we would allow a drying time of 20 to 40 minutes before we start painting, but I've really rubbed it dry now.
All right.
And we are going to start now. Would you like a ombre, like maybe a blending of various greens and incorporate some blue as well?
Yes, definitely some blues. That sounds very interesting.
Okay, I have Danny stay here. I'm just going to grab it. Then we can add this.
Oh yeah.
And we have a beautiful selection of blues, Laughing Leaf, Frick's Forest. Okay, you are going to assist me. You can't just
let
stand
me
there
get
and
busy.
watch. You just paint. So select colors. We're going to blend them together. And let's see how this ends up.
Seems like it can be quite therapeutic.
If you want to change over to your next color, you can clean your paintbrush with a cloth and dip it in the next color.
All right.
So that we blend colors together.
Oh wow, that's a brilliant. What color is?
That is Nate. That's actually named after me.
Really?
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask that. Do you have your own color since you got all these wonderful names over here? Oh look, that looks awesome.
Let me also use some of that Nate and then we repeat the color here.
Awesome.
I love what you're doing there.
quite
For
like-
the first time, it's very impressive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's going to be the same result when you jump on the board.
Flawless. It's beautiful. I'm just now blending everything here together so the colors flow into each other from the one end to the next. And that's the thing
Hey, look
about
at
the
everything.
Tjhoko palette, is that the colors all just work so beautifully together.
Wow, that's wonderful. All right, so this is looking great.
Okay, so
What's the next step?
What I think we should do next is we should do some stenciling at the bottom, just to create some pattern on it. Okay, Hayes, I've got a selection of stencils, and I even have more hanging there. So see if
See,
if there's something that you really like. I'm just going to move
I like all of
this.
them. We'll see what jumps out
Okay,
of there.
but you don't necessarily only need to choose one. We can layer our stencils with various designs. So you go and you see what you like.
I don't know, I quite like these little arrows.
You like that? Stunning.
I quite like it.
So what I can suggest is let's start with the bigger patterns underneath and then end with the smaller patterns on top of this.
Oh, yes, that'll
Okay.
look cool. Yes, all
You
right.
like these two?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to be taught how to do stenciling? We're going to start with black, so that black is our foundation. And the secret, Hayes, when doing stencil work is to actually use very little paint, very evenly distributed in your roller so that it doesn't leak underneath your stencil. And then I'm going to remove the excess. I'm going to work here on my drop sheet. So what I do with my free hand, I secure my stencil and I roll. And I can apply hard pressure because I know my foam roller is not too wet and no paint can seep in underneath.
Yo!
Ta-da!
That is cool.
Not bad for a first time. So let's pattern repeat it. So when you pattern repeat, make sure that section on top of that, then we know it's precise. Okay, are you ready for the reveal?
Wow, look at that.
Oh, that
Hey.
looks amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Please see. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now this stencil is layered stenciling and we're going to do it with a different color. And I think to emphasize the yellow,
Oh, on the grip.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's yellow and there's an orangey red. What do you think about Paul's Place and John's Joy?
I think that's a great idea.
As the
honest.
two colors just to bring everything together.
That's
Okay.
cool.
So what do you want? Do you want us to repeat the entire stencil all over?
I think so.
Okay,
see
let's
this
do it.
spacing?
It will be stunning. We are now going to stencil with a stencil brush, purely because our pattern is smaller. And let's do secure.
All right, I think it's straight.
Are you happy?
Yes.
So I dip my stencil brush in my paint. I remove the excess gently. In circular motion, we stencil.
Oh, I see how it's starting to blend there. Look how that came out. It's actually red and then it went... Did you do that? Did you put the red going onto the yellow and then it created orange?
Yeah. The Tjhoko paint is such a versatile product. We've painted on glass, metal, fabric, wood, varnished surfaces, melamine surfaces, never before on skateboards. So this is just to prove how versatile the product is and how easy it is to upcycle almost anything. Let's just wipe
It actually
that away.
looks almost 3D-ish, like it has a shadow on the one side.
Let me see it from this angle. Ah, it's super cool. This is our glaze. Tjhoko has a built-in sealant.
All right.
So usually we only recommend to use the glaze for painting kitchens, bathroom, outdoors where there's water and
Oh, I
UV.
see.
But we are going to add it to your skateboard for the light sheen finish it gives to your surface. So I'm dipping a damp cloth, and I'm using a microfiber cloth in my glaze that I've diluted already with 30% water.
I was going to say it looks a bit watery.
And it needs to be watery.
I see.
And this is a pure latex film that we actually applying onto your painted surface. But can you see?
It's going to be the cherry on
how
top.
It brings the colors to life.
Yes.
And I'm not rubbing too hard because we didn't allow 4 hours drying time. Else I will remove the paint.
Oh, look how wonderful that's looking there.
Isn't that amazing? Can you see how the yellow is brought to life? Okay, so now we're going to start with skateboard number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think, this is not yours, so you will have to guess what Dan likes. So we are going to use a stencil paste so that he still has grip. We hope he still has grip.
I'm sure you will.
With the stencil paste. I was thinking of combining these two stencils. Maybe
Sure.
paint the bottom section black and then have pop of color with texture on these stencils. What do you think?
It's sounding really awesome.
Okay.
Guess let's do it and
This
see
is
how it comes
on the
out.
spot, so let's just do it and then we'll tweak whatever we don't like. So first important step, can you remember what the first most important step is?
I think I must clean it with lacquer thinners.
Well done it.
Hey!
Hey, so what I've done is I've mixed some Tjhoko colors with our stencil of Paris paste. And now what we're going to do is we're going to spread this onto our board. So we're doing a blending technique again, but differently with texture. Danny's stem might be a bit dark for our background, so we need to incorporate some white there. Else it might
Perhaps.
just fade away with the background. So there's some orange. And let's do some just stencil of Paris without any paint colors mixed to it. Over here and lighter. So now I'm just removing
That looks awesome. Yo!
and we use the finger. Hayes, so as you can see, we've used now the stencil of Paris on the skateboard to be very creative. It's a beautiful medium to use on walls, on furniture pieces, it even grips to glass and plastic.
Oh, wow.
To give your stencil work a raised effect. Or even what I have done in my own home is I've used the stencil of Paris as a plaster to first create texture on my wall and then did a paint technique on top.
Oh, that sounds super creative.
Yeah, this is really something so cool and stunning.
All right. I don't know which one I like better.
Now they are both stunning. Now for my skateboard.
Hey, there we go.
Let's see what we're going to do with it. Okay, so I am closing the wheels, covering it with masking tape, because the technique I'm going to do next, Hayes,
Yeah.
is fun and very creative and very messy. Okay, so this is called pouring. So I'm cleaning well with lacquer thinners. This is the most important part because what the thinners actually does, it edges the surface so the Tjhoko can grip. Okay, next.
Okay, it's been 20 to 40 minutes
It's
later.
been 20 to 40 minutes later. Now we are going to pour our paint on top of our skateboard. But for the pouring to be a success, we actually need to work with metallic colors as well.
Yo, these look awesome.
So Hayes, it's actually metal pigments that's in the paint, and you will feel if you stir right at the bottom, you can actually feel the heaviness
Yes.
of the pigments. So
we're
they
trying
are
to get
heavy
that
because
up.
they are metal, and that's why we need to mix it well. But it's still water-based, although it's metallics.
Sure.
And that's also something that's unique, is that Tjhoko has water-based metallic colors. Okay. We are going to add various colors onto our board, but to get pouring, to have a pouring technique with success, you need to add some metallic colors to
Why do you need to add metallic specifically?
Due to the fact that their composition differs to the normal Tjhoko colors, it just prevents all the colors from mixing together. So it creates a barrier between the various colors. You're going to see now when I do the technique, then everything will make sense to you. Okay, so we are going to have fun. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Next color is a yellow. That looks like fun. And the next color, Hazel, you're going to pour.
Yes.
Any place you want. There's some Paul's place. Just pour.
Any place.
Any place, even on top of another color. Across
Really?
the board. Yeah, just do it.
Can I? Let me go
Just-
from tail to
No,
nose.
do it.
Oh, that's
It's sick.
Is that enough? It's sick. Sick.
There's some white and there.
Whoa.
And there. Okay, now what we do next is we just move the board around.
Oh, okay.
Let's get all the paints off the table,
All right.
and what we do, thank
me help you
you,
Wait.
is we just start.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that.
Just a splashes of black here
Oh, I love these metallic colors.
and there. Let me see. Okay, are you ready?
Ready, steady. That is so cool.
Guys, and this is how easy it is to do a pouring technique.
Super easy. Who could have known?
Did you enjoy?
Yo, no, this is cool.
Okay, hey, so next we'll wait for this to dry, and then tomorrow you're going to teach me how to skateboard.
I'm looking super forward to that. I hope you are too.
I hope that you are equipped after today to transform your skateboard whenever you feel like it using Tjhoko paint.
I think this is going to catch on. You might be onto something here, Nadine.
Great, Hayes.
Awesome stuff.
See you tomorrow. This was gnarly, Hayes.
Awesome. Take care. Peace.
Bye. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tjhoko Paint.